Hello and welcome to today's Streamlit tutorial. Today we are going to make a very simple, very easy web app that fetches some movie information for us. So if I type in the name of a movie here, for example Fight Club, and I press enter, what I get is this image, the poster, the title, director, actors, year and genre, the plot or some summary, ratings as well, just in progress bar also here. This is actually the IMDb rating. So I've done this using less than 20 lines of code. It's very easy. Let me show you how I did that. So you can go to this website omdbapi.com and register for an API key. Then this is what you get. So you will have your API key somewhere, like, I don't know, you will see it here, for instance. And then what you get in return, for example, if you mention the title of a movie, like I did with Fight Club, this is what you get in JSON format. That is, you get the title here, the year, rated, released, I don't know, runtime, genre, director, writer, and all this information, and also the image, that is the poster, which is here at this address. So we are going to use this, and let me just go to this here. Well, because I haven't provided my API key, so we can't see it in JSON format, but anyway, this is the JSON format we are going to get. So you just need to get your API keys for free, and once you have it, you can start. Alright, so open your code editor. For me, I'm using Visual Studio Code. Now, once you have done that, we are going to use Streamlit. So you need to pip install the Streamlit here. Pip install Streamlit. And you press enter. It takes a while, maybe, I don't know, a couple of seconds or minutes for you. Then once this is finished, you need to also pip install request library, because we are going to send a request and get some response. And these are the only thing we need for now. What else do we need? Well, we also need to actually run a server, and Streamlit does that for us. So we can write Streamlit run, and then what is the name of our file? For me, it's movie.py. So I would say movie.py, and you should make sure that you are in the same folder. So now if I press enter, this opens up. Well, for now I need to actually reload this. Let me see. So, I need to save it first. Okay, because I had my code here before, so this has remained. Now rerun this, and we should get a blank slate, like so. So you might get something like a white theme, light theme, so you can change the light, the theme here, and dark and light. Okay, so now we have this one. We need to make things happen here. But before that, let's see. Now you need to import Streamlit as st, so st is going to be simply an alias, just a name we're going to give it, so that we use st from now on. Import requests to send a request, and I've also imported, made this file API because I don't want you to see my API key. So I've saved my API key in a file here, and I'm importing it there. Now, what is the URL, and what is it that we are going to make? First of all, let's grab user's input and save it in a variable called title. The title is going to be st.textInput. If you don't know how this works, I have a full tutorial on everything about Streamlit. So we are going to grab the user's input and something like type the title and press enter, something like that. Now if I save this, Control S, and if I go back to my browser, you see this happens. It recognizes or detects the changes we've made to the source code. So I can either rerun every time, or I can just say always rerun as soon as there is some change. Now you can see I have this beautiful, nice input text here, and this is the label. So now that I have this, whatever the user inputs here, whatever the name, we should search for that name, right? So we say if title, that is if there is something in the title text area, there is some input there. There are two kind of conditions. If it is a valid kind of thing, that is the title of the movie exists in our database, so try this something, and if the title of the movie does not exist there, we say except something. So except st.error, which throws an error, except something like no movie with that title, something like that. And if there is movies there, let's just say, I don't know, well, actually we'll talk about it now. Okay, now that we have this in place, so let's just try whatever happens. First of all, we need to grab the URL. What is the URL we are going to use? The URL is going to be, let me see. So this is the endpoint, omdbapi.com/t equals the title equals this, and then plus our API key. So let's just copy this and go back to our editor. For the URL, let's put it inside an f string, because we are going to also use some variables here. That's why we're going to use f string. So this is title, but we are going to use the title that the user gives us. So for that, we need to put it inside curly brackets and say title. That is this title here. Whatever the user gives us, we put it here instead of that Fight Club thing there. Also, we need to mention and, like ampersand. Where is ampersand? Ampersand. API key equals. So what is your API key? Whatever it is, put it here, like 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. I've stored it somewhere in this file as a movie API, so I can just simply say movie API, and there I have it. Good. So this is something that you should have. Now let's have access to this URL, let's request to get some response back. So for that we say re equals, and then we are using a request library dot get. So we are requesting to get the URL, that is this URL with that API, and it gives us a response. The response is something like 200. It's a number. 200 means it was okay, the request was successful. But we don't need something like that. We need the JSON format, what you just saw here. Where was that? Here, we want this. So we need to turn that response into a JSON format so that we can access all this information. So we are going to say re equals re.json. Now we have access to what you just saw. So re is basically this now. This is re. So we can look for re title, and this will give us this. Re year, re rated. So all this information. Now that's easy, right? So we can save all those things in variables. For example, I can say year equals re square brackets year. That is much cleaner, but we can also do something much easier. Now let's see what we need to do. We need to grab users the image, the poster on the left side, and other information on the right. So we need two columns. For making columns in a Streamlit, you can say call one, you can name it whatever you want. Call 2 equals, but st.columns, and we need two columns. I want the first column on the left, the image, to occupy one part of okay, so we want the first column to occupy one space and the right column to occupy two parts of the space. That is, if we divide the width of the screen into 3 parts, I want the first column to occupy one part of it and the second column 2 parts of it. Now, in order to put things in a column, we say with col1, we use the with statement, and colons, then there is the indentation. So we are going to put the image there. But what is the image? So we can go back to our browser and look for the one responsible for the image, and this is called poster. As you can see, poster is the key, and this address is the value. The address up to here, JPG. So we need to grab poster. So for that, we say st.image for the image, and it's going to be RE, that is the response we got, which is JSON format now, and we want to grab the poster inside it. So the poster would be displayed here. Now, and with the second column, so with call 2, what we want to do is to have the title and all the stuff. So we say st.subheader. So the subheader is going to be a bit bigger than normal text. And the subheader is going to be RE title, that is the title of our movie, which actually is also here, so we can simply use that one anyways. And then under the subheader we need to st.caption. So we need a caption, and what is the caption going to be? The caption is going to be, we're going to use f string now, because we're going to use two variables here. So the first one is going to be genre, and the genre is, because it's inside f string, the variables should be, the values should be inside curly brackets now. And the genre is RE genre. So you can see it if I go back. You can see, so we have writer here. This is the genre, the key, and this is the value of it. So genre all in uppercase letters. And then we have writer, we have director. For the actors, we also have actors here. So let's deal with them as well. So this is the caption. This is genre, and then also for the year of the production, it's going to be RE, and it is the year now. So under the caption, we need to have a description, that is a plot. So st.write, and it's going to be RE plot. So you can see it again here, this RE plot. Where is the plot? So here, this is the plot, and this is the value of the plot. So what else do we need? Also the rating. You can see this internet movie. So let's find the IMDb rating. Okay, so IMDb rating here, and this is the value. So let's just grab this key and copy this and go back, and under the plot we need to have st dot. This time let's use text. It's a bit different format, so the text is going to be RE, and what was that? IMDb rating. And we're going to also put some other text before it, so we use f string again. Let's close it off here, and then inside that, and this should be in curly brackets again, because this is some value. We say rating. So that is for the rating, but let's also make a progress bar for it, and the progress bar is with st.progress. So the progress is a value between, as you can see, between 0 to 100, or if it's a float, which is our case actually, it's 8.8. So since it has some decimal digits, it's a float number. And float numbers cannot be displayed if there are more than one here. So what we can do is this, where was that? This rating that we have, so let's just grab it here. And this is in the form of a string, by the way, so it should be turned into float format. So float, and then parentheses, and put that there. So it turns this one, which is 8.8, but in a string format, we're turning it into float format. And since it should be less between 0 and 1, we can divide it by 10, since this value, this IMDb rating, is from 0 to 10. For example, if it's 8.8 divided by 10 would be 88%. And that would be for our progress bar. Okay, let's save this. And let's go back to our app. Where was that? This is it. So here if I write something like fight, well, let's just call it dragon. Dragon, okay. Let me just first make a mistake, like drag, a, something like that. I don't think this exists. So you see, we have this exception, this here we had this exception, by the way. You can see that it throws this error if there is, it's not found there. But if it's found, and if it's like dragon, press enter, you can see how cool. We have the image here, we have the title, we have the genre, and also the year of production, a summary of the plot, rating, and also in progress bar. So, and also for Fight Club, it works like so. Awesome, that was so easy. That was it. So please leave a comment or like, and thank you very much for watching and listening.